Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life and TV. I am here for another recap and review of Put a Ring on It. This is season 2, episode 4. We are halfway through the season. Back in the lion's den. Oh, my pup balls. Yeah. You know, you don't look at yourself until you look at yourself. So yeah. Okay, so yeah. These couples are playing a dangerous game of tit for tat. Majority of these repeat dates, in my opinion, or just to piss the partner off, with the exception of Darian, because I think he is genuinely interested in Kai, and I don't think that's a good thing that he's genuinely interested in her. LaRonda, we was waiting on her answer last week. She decided to go on another date with Sir James. She thinks that her date was thrown off, and she wants to be in another environment, see if they can have some deeper conversation, connect more. I was like, girl, you was throwing back shots. If you had stopped throwing back shots, then maybe you would have had a deeper connection. You know, that's what I was thinking. But I think that was just to get under Sean's skin, you know, her throwing back the shots that day. It looked like she having fun, more fun than what she was really having. Well, LaRonda said, you know, the fact that they weren't speaking the next morning made things easier for her to choose to go on another date with James. And Shauna, who I'm going to refer to as Napoleon Dynamite, he was like, well, that's because you wasn't speaking to me. What that tells me is that when they came home from them dates the night before, they argued. They argued, he whined, he cried, he threw up. Okay? And she's sick of it. She's over it. So she decided not to speak to him the next morning. So because they had not had any communication, they wasn't speaking until they came there to that doggone session, it made her decision easy. Yes, I will go out with Sir James again. Maybe I could like him. I don't know. Okay. So he said that he's going to go out with Brittany again. She seems like she's a nice person. But honestly, the only reason why you're going on this date is because she agreed to go with Sir James. You didn't have no connection with Brittany. Not for real. Not at all. He said that he was so worried about LaRonda's safety that's why he couldn't concentrate on his date. I was like, what you was worried about was Sir James' hand in the small of her back. That's what you was worried about. The fact that she brought it up to Sir James to see if he really did that, that lets me know that's what their whole conversation was about. You so freaking insecure about this man touching the small of her back and her being so oblivious to it, like it was natural and comfortable. That's what your concern was. It had nothing to do with her safety. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, when she said that she was going to go out with Sir James again, his face dropped. First he was like this. Then he was like, yeah, yeah. And Dr. Nicole was like, do I sense some jealousy? Now, I thought that she was addressing LaRonda when she made this statement, because LaRonda was over there doing all that. She was doing a lot of that, everything he said, you know. But the hit dog will holler. So he was like, jealousy? Who? Me? No. I just thought it was unfair to Brittany, so I wanted to go out on a date with her again. I didn't take LaRonda's reaction as jealousy either. What I took her reaction to say was, boy, do whatever you want to do. Ain't nobody worried about you. And you think I won't go out with Sir James? You got me fooled, right? Let me show you. He says that I thought his reaction, though, was definitely jealousy and annoyance from the moment that she said, I want to go out with him again. Dr. Nicole, like, you know, both of y'all sitting over there looking like a bunch of losers. My words, not hers. She said, you know, because she told them, you know, if both of y'all losing, no, that means nobody is winning. Like, how you gonna win if you ain't right within? That's all I'm saying. So then she moved on to Alexia and Darian, and wanted to know how Darian felt about him going on a third date with Kai. His smug ass face gets on my nerves. That, why are we looking up your nostrils, dog? Why? Flared out nostrils. Just, do I got a booger? No, my nose is good. Okay. Anyway, it's clear that they are in clear competition to see who can hurt each other the most. More so on him. Okay? He is trying to push her buttons, and it's working. She like, you know, yeah, I want him to go out on another date with Kai. No, you don't. No, you don't, girl. Y'all have no honesty between the two of you. That's what the problem is, okay? We see it. Dr. Nicole see it. And Alexia, I don't know what happened to you in your past life, honey bunny, but I hope Dr. Nicole tap into it, because you don't need this clown, sis. You don't need him. He must have been your first love. I know you got with him when you was around 20 years old. He had to be your first, because something is holding you there. And I just can't see it. They say a lot of ugly dudes got a good dick. I don't know if that's what it is. I would have had to get past the ugly in order to find out. But, the twisted mouths that they both have on their faces, the flared nostrils that both of them have when they speak around each other, because they don't talk to each other. They speak around each other. It's like a love-hate relationship going on. They love to get under each other's skin, and they hate to be honest that this ain't a healthy relationship. That's the problem, right? So this week, Alexia and Eric, they don't get to go on dates. Everybody else got repeat dates. It's time for, you know, Alexia and Eric to self-reflect. On the ride home, Jessica's rolling, talking to Eric about the session. She said, you know what, it seems like the others are being really insecure. I was like, do not exclude yourself, Ma. Don't exclude yourself in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But she thought that this whole situation was going to be easy peasy. But seeing Eric's reaction to the other couples, especially when they go out on other dates, it's starting to get the best of her. He like, getting the best of you. I guess Claire's getting the best of you too, right? He felt that since she chose not to go out with Ty, since he chose not to go out with Ty again, that she shouldn't go out with Clarence, right? And now all she doing is rubbing it in his face, trying to make him jealous. The same thing you did when you went out with Ty. That was exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Tit for tat. Tit for tat. She felt you rubbed your date with Ty in her face. So this is just karma, bro. Only thing is, you better at the game. She tries to be you. She tries to do what you do, but you a lot better at it. She said that she doesn't think that her and Clarence are compatible, but she was looking forward to, you know, him picking her brain. You know, Jessica, you saying the exact same thing that Eric said. You trying to be him. That's what it is, as far as attitude and how he's carrying himself in this relationship. You trying to pretend you don't care when you really do. But yeah, you basically saying the same thing he said about Ty in so many words. He liked Ty's deep conversation, you know what I'm saying? He felt you lacked depth. And you claim that Clarence's attempt to get in your head is what's moving you and motivating you, because he's not just trying to fuck, you know what I'm saying? We lay on her that basically is how they resolve their arguments. There's really no resolution. That's all it is fucking. And maybe she's starting to feel that, right? So, over in the sticks we go. Alexia is asking for Darian. Asking Darian, what did he think about the session that they had and what he feels their issues is. He said he feels he deserves to have a better sex life. I was like, did we address sex during that session? That came way from left field, right? He said we used to get it popping. We used to. And now it has fizzled down. And I'm sorry, dude. Me, poetry, myself, I cannot fuck somebody I don't trust. Plain and simple. I cannot fuck somebody I don't trust. Fidelity is what keeps me wet, sir. And he said when she puts him out, he goes to the condo, which is the doghouse in his opinion. That's the only place he find peace. Okay, baby girl, if a dude is telling you that his peace is someplace that you aren't, you should not be together. He claims he goes down there with his homies. That's where he finds peace. Making music. I can see making music make peace, but you know what I'm saying? I bet that ain't all he doing. I bet that ain't all he doing. Because she is super untrustworthy of you. Super duper. It had to stem from somewhere. I didn't want to believe that this was all in her head, right? It got to stem from somewhere. She says, gave an example. He would call her at 2 a.m. Said, I'm going to swing by the Waffle House. You want a little something? She like, yeah. You know, give me that big Belgian, no extra butter, right? That's at 2. At 8 a.m., he shows back up. I'm wondering, did he even bring the waffle? You know what I'm saying? Did he bring the waffle, girl? Or did he bring the waffle and the butter had solidified because it had been 6 damn hours since he told me he was on his way? What kind of line does the Waffle House got? Their waffles ain't even that damn good. I'm just saying, okay? Did he go through the mountains, you know, try to bring it back to you? What the fuck, right? So this is why she's not intimate with you. That's what she said. Because she don't trust you. And I'm so glad that she said that. But why move in together, Alexia? Why would you move in with him? Let that gutter snipe go. Let him go, girl. You are talented. You're business savvy. You're a beautiful sister. You can attract better, okay? And at this stage, better can be alone. All right? Better can be alone. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with being alone. He gonna tell her that her insinuations is her guilty conscience, right? Bro, you leave town and text once you get out of town and say, hey, I'm going out of town. I'm gonna holler back at you a little later. And then later is when your ass walking back through Georgia. Come on now. You got kids somewhere in another city she don't know nothing about. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? That ain't insinuation. That's intuition. You used the wrong I word there. You used the wrong I word. Anyway, he like, well, you got this dude too, sending you heart eyes on Instagram, you know. It kills me when people say that. Like they call the person up and say, hey, I just posted this picture. Go on, heart that for me. She didn't tell the dude to heart it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but this is a friend of hers, she say. He does a lot for her. He there for her. He care about her. He's supportive of her. He doing all the things that Darian ain't doing. And Darian said, of course he would, because he want to fuck. Now, there's probably some truth to that. There's probably some truth to that, right? And she probably keep him around, one, because he ain't doing what Darian doing, and she know he want to fuck, so since she know that, he gonna keep doing everything he doing. He gonna try to prove that he a better man than Darian. He probably is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But she like, this immature behavior right here, this childish ass shit you're doing, this is why we're not fucking. Okay? This is why. You wanted to know why? I just told you. Deal with it. Okay? So, Alexia, you made me proud in this moment, girl. You made me proud in this moment. But now you need to let him go. Some relationships are worth working on. Some relationships are worth saving. And I hate to say it, sometimes just because you put a lot of doggone years behind something, don't mean you should keep it. I got a lot of damn years behind my doggone tires. It's time to change them motherfuckers. You done rotated them enough. Change them. Okay? Now, she said, you know what? You want to go with Kai? Go. Go on, go with her then. He like, I will. She supports me. How's she supporting you? You've only been on 2 or 3 dates with her. What are y'all doing outside the cameras or off the cameras that we are unaware of, that you feel that this woman supports you? Is she meeting you down there in the condo studio saying that's a good beat? You know, you ain't made a hit since 2006, but you gonna come back. You gonna come back, I know. Is that what she doing? Anyway, me and Alexia was both raising our eyebrows at that shit. You know what I'm saying? I predicted that they gonna stay together. I told y'all that. But I'm hoping I'm wrong. Oh, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I mean, you've done it before. This time to make it be permanent. Leave his ass, okay? He like, I ain't got no peace here. You don't either, so why am I here? I guess it must be love. I'm in a stagnant situation because of love. That's how people get caught up in these stagnant situations. Alexia, sis, that ain't what love looks like. Okay? That ain't it. That is not it. So, Darian, he goes out on this date with Kai. I wanted to punch this bitch through the screen. And I'm talking about him, not her. He said he was excited to go out with Kai because he needed the feminine energy to soothe him. I was like, did this motherfucker just make a dig at her womanhood? Now, I know a lot of y'all in the comment section be talking about, oh, she got a lot of masculine energy. I'm just like, she a ball player. That's the whole vibe of feeling the most ball players. She's a tomboy, true, but that does not deduce her feminine energy for me, right? He got too much feminine energy for me, if that's the case. Acting like a little bitch, you know what I'm saying? Woo! Anywho, they gonna go-kart riding. Super fucking competitive. I don't know how he got feminine energy out of the super competitive go-kart riding, but that's what he did, okay? This girl is here to just take somebody's man. I'm not even sure she really got a real connection with him. She just want to take somebody's man. She's like, 'cause I could take him if I want him. Once they sat down, her only concern was, what did Alexia say when you got home? What happened? What happened? What happened? It's like she wanted to just make sure she turned through the fiber of that relationship a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It was already frail and hanging on the goddamn thread of just a thread, you know what I'm saying? And she want to make sure she snapped that motherfucker, right? He's like, she's still bothered. She's still bothered. And he says, and not taking any accountability for himself, he says that Alexia must have something personal going on inside her. That's what he figure it is. You know, that's the problem. He ain't done no wrong. She just cuckoo. Crazy for Cocoa Puffs and shit. And Kai asked him, if she asked you to stop dating me, will you? And he's like, nope. With no hesitation. Nope. I was like, He said he likes that Kai is passionate about her kids because that's how he is. And he wants to bring his children to the go-kart place, you know what I'm saying? I was like, how old are these kids? How old are these kids? How many kids do you have? And did you have these kids while they were while you were in a relationship with Alexia? Okay, is this where the trust issues come to play? If you had these kids doing y'all 14-year stint, she may feel some kind of way about those kids, especially if you got baby mamas and the baby mamas feel some way about her. You know what I'm saying? They may not be mothers of your children. They may be just baby mamas with all the drama. You know what I'm saying? I got questions. How old are they? Okay, y'all ain't that fucking old. Y'all been together 14 years. Off and on. Come on, man. So, for Sean's second date, Napoleon Dynamite, Brittany invited him to the studio. So, she got a decent voice, but that song she was singing was straight booty. The lyrics made no damn sense. I think it's working, working, working. I don't put you on payroll. Give a shout out to my lover, baby. I know that I ain't got the beat, because I can't remember how to be with. But I think it's working, working, working. I don't put you on payroll. Give a shout out to my lover, baby. What? Okay. He like, oh my God, I'm such a groupie. She can really sing. Then they sit down and talk again about the need to have somebody support them in their careers and what they're doing, believing and understanding them. And again, he says this, like, LaRonda ain't doing it. You said that she does all these things for you. So why do you keep bringing it up as if this is something that she's deficient in? I don't understand that, okay? She asked him, he seems like, she tells him he seems like somebody that can apologize when he wrong. I was like, girl, what rose-colored lenses are you looking through? Okay. She was claiming that that song was kind of relatable to their situation, so I think it's working, working, working. I don't put you on payroll. That sounds like a side chick song if it's related to them. I think it's working, me and you. I ain't gonna put you on payroll with me. You ain't gotta take care of me all together. You know what I'm saying? You get to be the dude on the side, play your role. But go ahead, you give a shout out to my lover, baby. What? Anywho, them sitting in the studio talking was their whole date. They didn't have a sandwich, not a bottle of water, not a dry ass cookie or a potato chip. Like, that was the date. Whoopie-doo-doo. Well, Jessica and Clarence went on a gym date. And that's not a date to me either, right? I guess for gym heads, maybe it is. She thinks he's a gentleman. You know, he knows how to express his attraction to her, but not in a raunchy way. And I'm thinking as opposed to Eric. Y'all relationship was superficial, like you were saying. It's just about sex. Y'all probably laugh and kiki and have fun a little bit here and there, but basically, y'all whole relationship is based on attraction and sex and fucking. Okay? That whole thing was repeated through this whole episode. The fact that you like the fact that he can express his attraction to you and not in a raunchy manner tells me that's in opposition to Eric, okay? The fact that Eric brings up when y'all do argue, fuss, and fight, it's all y'all do is have sex. Y'all never resolve a problem. You know what I'm saying? Y'all relationship is so superficial. Okay. Anywho, it kills me when the people on these shows, though, be saying that they like somebody not being really sexually aggressive or forward with them. And then they go the extra mile to be sexually flirtatious. You know, got him taking off his clothes and putting their hands all over his body. All over his wife's tattoo. That's a he had a tattoo of his ex-wife's name on him, and that's what she was caressing, right? And he said he married young. There was some cheatation. He just said it was on his part or her part, but he wasn't active in a relationship. And when I was sitting there looking at him, I was like, he looks like a light-skinned Nate Parker up close. I just don't find him attractive at all. Not at all. He got a nice body, nice chesticles and everything. And I don't think he's over buff like a lot of pro bodybuilders can be. But it's something about him not pulling at my loins. It's something just not grabbing me at all, right? So Dr. Nicole heads out to the sticks. Apparently they called her because that's all they keep doing is fussing. And the distance that was between them while they sat on that couch spoke volumes, right? You way over there, I'm way over here with mine. Let's keep it that way. Right off the jump, he says that she says, I'm not listening. Alexia like, yeah, nigga, that's true. You know what I'm saying? Then she goes on to talk about his disappearing acts, you know, that she brought up before with the All-Star Weekend and some other situations. And, you know, he huffing and shuffling and, oh, man, just, you know. And you ain't listening to her. If that's your reaction when she's speaking to you, you're not listening. Your entire body language is being dismissive of what she is saying to you, like you ain't trying to hear her. He says that I don't do that all the time, you know. She didn't say you did it all the time. She said, for example, this happened. An example is basically her pulling out a moment to utilize, to help her substantiate what she's trying to convey, okay? He says, you a bald-faced liar. You just a liar. You simply lying to this lady. I don't even want to do this process no more. He getting all dramatic, flailing all his arms. Like I said, he's a little bitch. Like I said, he does act like a fucking child. This right here is a temper tantrum. That's what that is. By the way, Alexia's confessional look, gorgeous. I loved it. You better work, mama. I love the way she did with her hair. You can see the color that she had in there. Brought it out a little bit more. Like, okay, girl, okay. But anyway, again, another hit dog will holler. He was hollering, wasn't he? Dr. Nicole was trying to ask him questions. He kept yelling over her, so she couldn't speak. Alexia stopped talking at this point because, you know, she's like, it's getting her nowhere. So Dr. Nicole say, look, I'm asking a question, okay? That motherfucker picked up his cell phone like he was going to dismiss her, too. I was like, Dr. Nicole, when we come back from this commercial break, I need you to get in his ass, okay? Please and thank you. She didn't. I mean, no, she did not really. So basically, he said their whole argument is about marriage. She wants marriage. She wants the family, or the white picket fence, the white picket fence, you know, the dog, 2.5 kids, you know, the American dream. Everybody around her is doing it. She's 34. Her biological clock is ticking. You know what I'm saying? And she wants them to do so within 2 years. If this was a healthy relationship or somewhat healthy relationship, I would say that's fair. But considering you've already been in this for 14 fucking years, you want to give him 2 more? Nah, sis. Nah. Nah. And then come to find out, he has 3 children with 2 other women that happened during the course of their 14 years. So she feels some kind of way about these kids. He don't want to have kids with me, but he's steady making babies outside the relationship. 3 kids with 2 baby mamas. So he went back to other girl twice. I'm just saying, okay? When she talks about marriage and kids, he blows the fuck up, okay? He said he'll be a sperm donor for her if that's what she really wants. But marriage ain't happening until they fix whatever's wrong with them. Me and Alexia, our faces like, what the fuck? What? Make it make sense. Girl, end it today. End it, okay? Fuck this show. Fuck this process. End it. Okay? Dr. Nicole says, when I came back in, you were on 1,000. When I walked in the door, you was already on 1,000, Dorian. He said, you know, when I say something, she always bark back. Well, if it's a bark back, then you had to bark first. That's what Dr. Nicole said. I was like, come on, Dr. Nicole. Tell him, okay? He wants her to shut up and play her position. That's pretty much. He said, you played ball before. You already know about playing your position. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane, baby. Stay in your zone. I cannot with his ugly ass. I cannot. Ooh. He says the ring and the title destroys people. He's seen it before. Dude, this whole relationship is a bed of destruction. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay? He'll give her the kids in the ring one day. Okay? But he don't want to rush it. It's been 14 fast years. You know what I'm saying? How much slower we gonna go, dog? Alexia, I hope you listening to this motherfucker. What's crazy is Dr. Nicole says he wants her to be more, she wants her to be more vocal about what's going on in her head. Because when he gets like his temper tantrum, she shuts down. But he don't want her to talk. That's the thing. He wants her to shut the fuck up. He thinks she talk too damn much. So Sir James and LaRonda, they go on a date. I like them together. They both some good bowlers, some damn good bowlers. I love the bowl, but my half frames would have been all split straight down the middle with no pickup, for real. So they talk about past relationships. He was with his last one. She was a cheater 4 years ago. Said it was the worst relationship of his life. LaRonda says that Sean, Napoleon Dynamite, is insecure. I thought she was going to say he's insecure about his career and his finances, but no, he don't trust her. I always wonder where she going, what she doing, how she doing it, who she doing it with, right? He always clocking her movements. And I'm like, girl, that's a manipulative nature popping out. That's what that is. He don't think you cheating for real. He just using those excuses to make you believe that he cared that much. He's accusing you to control you and to make you constantly prove to him that you're worth being with. Okay? That's what he's trying to do. So we go into deliberations. Alexia and Darian say they actually talked after Dr. Nicole left. He actually listened to her and answered her questions to the point of her satisfaction. The All-Star weekend was a big to-do. It was heavy on her mind. He showed her pictures of everything he did. He said he fell asleep. She believed him. I didn't. Okay? Just from his body language, I think she was ready to kick him out. He looked like he wouldn't have had a home at that case. The condo probably hers too, for real. Anywho, child. At this point, they still together. Erica and Jessica, man, this dude is so over this relationship. He over it. He needs this show as an excuse to end this relationship. That's all he is. He stay hurting her feelings, even though he claimed, I don't want to hurt her. But you keep doing it, dog. You keep doing it. Eric says what he learned is they need to communicate more. They argue, they fuss, and fuck. Like I said, no resolution to whatever they arguing about. Jessica seemed to be really unaware of this. Like, really? Okay. Then he said he don't really like to put his problems out there on people. 80% of people don't care or don't want to listen to him anyway. And she included in the 80%. She's like, fuck, wow, really? Okay. I talk to you. I talk to you often. I even offer you advice. He basically told her her advice is useless because most times he already thought about what she said. You know what I'm saying? So you have said she is boring. She has no depth. She can't communicate. And she's useless to you. Okay? Her opinions have no value, no weight. Okay? Girl, Jessica, stop trying to make this motherfucker jealous. He gonna hurt you worse than you think you hurting him. I already said y'all wasn't gonna work out. I did. Okay, move on, Ma. Here I was thinking that she was the problem. I mean, she does have her own issues too, but this motherfucker a straight clown. He's a clown. So she surmised that you don't feel like it's worth talking to me. And he said, that ain't what I said. You just made it up. So what you saying then, bro? Dr. Nicole, like, you sure she made it up? LaRonda looking at him like, boy, do you hear yourself, right? He like, yeah, I'm sure. The problem is I could talk to her when it's dealing with her. But if it's anything outside of a relationship, she ain't here for me. Okay? That ain't what you said, though. You said most times when she give you advice, it's advice you already thought of, or something not adding to the conversation, which renders the advice useless. That's what you said. He need to figure out, Dr. Nicole says, what Jessica is necessary, how she's necessary in his life. Otherwise, you acting like a single man, so she might as well be single. Okay? And she begging you for communication that you won't give her. LaRonda says that she enjoyed her date, but she feel like she was leading the conversations that she had with Sir James, so she's gonna pass on dating him again. The smile on Napoleon Dynamite's face was like, yeah, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Dude, bring down your tone, because it had nothing to do with you. That was all about Sir James. He claims Brittany was cool and wrote an original song for him. No, she didn't. She was singing a song that she had wrote, and she said it's relatable to y'all, but she didn't write that shit for you. Okay, he gonna back off because he said he don't want to be tempted. You know, I ain't gonna go on a date with her again. Dr. Nicole said, you said the same thing he said before. You don't trust yourself, basically, is what he said. You know, that's the gist of it. He said, I don't like playing with hot water, but I'm gonna go ahead and jump back in. You just got your punk card pulled. That's what that happened. If they had not said that you can't be trusted, you would not be going on another date with Brittany. Especially since Rhonda wasn't going on a date with Sir James. Jessica says she likes Clarence's body, but he's not fun. I knew that gym date was not ideal for her. Okay, she likes the turn up that Eric can provide, the money that he's throwing out of his pockets, and Clarence ain't it. Okay, but now he all happy and want to kiss all on her neck, you know, kiss all up on this useless woman. Kai and Darian, he feeling Kai, like we said, you know. If he had met her prior to Alexia, easy peasy, he would be with her. Alexia feel like, how the heck can you say that after such a short time and you don't know me half my life? Okay, the thing is, he said before I met you, so I'm going to give him that. But, you know, I mean, people usually know if they want to go out with somebody after the first time meeting them, for real, within the first few minutes. You kind of know most times. Most times. Usually what hinders people from continuously going out with somebody or the insurity has to do with themselves. It has nothing to do with that person. They don't know what they want, or they second guessing themselves. Well, he's going on another day with Kai. He said he gonna jump back in the lion's den too. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get back in the hot water. And Kai is like, I mean, Alexia is like, really? That's what you gonna do? Okay. You wanna get back in the hot water? Let it burn. Let it burn. She got up and walked. Let her feet hit the street. Said, do you, boo? Okay. You want to keep playing in hot water? Go ahead. So he was going outside, and she got up and walked out, and he goes after her after Eric told him to do it. And he stops on the porch smiling while he's saying it. Why you got a problem with this girl? That was the wrong question. The question is, why do I have a problem trusting you? Okay. Like I said, Eric had to be the one to tell him, dog, you should go, bro. He wasn't moving it first. And then Napoleon Dynamite like, yeah, that's some real pain right there. Alexia didn't slow down, though. She didn't look back over her shoulder. She just kept it moving. And that's how we ended the show. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Y'all agree with me? These people just trying to hurt each other. That's all this is. That's all I'm saying. They just trying to hurt each other. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Talk to you again this one. Peace. Oh, see y'all in the next video, which will be Real Housewives of Potomac or Power. One of them two. Peace.